I think it's about time we teach everybody how to max out their Dark Elixir storage as a Town Hall 7. Let's get started. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Klaus and thank you so much for tuning in to today's Town Hall 7 Let's Play Clash of Clans episode number 8. Today, first of all, it's been a very long time, guys. I've gone very long time without posting an episode of this, and look at my progress base, guys. I've practically maxed out the base. Everything that needs to be upgraded is either upgrading or it's going to be starting in this video. The only thing we really need to work on are a few things in the laboratory, as well as all these pink walls need to be purple. So let me give you guys a little bit of my backstory on why I haven't posted an episode. And that's because you only need one attack strategy to max out Town Hall 7. If you stay in lower Gold League or maybe upper Silver League, all you need to do is barch bases and you can get all the loot you need to max out all of your buildings. It really is. That's exactly how it ended up. So what ended up happening is I did all of my elixir upgrades, my barracks and such, they're all maxed out. And I decided, you know what, I've got excess elixir. So I started training up Mass Dragon, and actually I've got some training up right now. And guys, Mass Dragon is the best way to get Dark Elixir. It may not be the most efficient way, but it is certainly the easiest way. So check it out. I mean, as a Town Hall 7, 1,100, 1,400, 800, 1,300. Check out this one, 2,762. I wanted to show you guys several of these replays because you don't see a lot of 3,500 Dark Elixir offerings as a Town Hall 7. So what I ended up doing was I noticed that this air defense is upgrading, which means that this drill is completely available to me as long as I can avoid the dragons getting near this air defense. So starting out with what they call the funnel, for those of you who are unfamiliar, what you're doing is you're going to take out your corner buildings. You take out the buildings that are going to direct the dragon away from the core. We're going to be using this enclave of buildings here to force everything into the core as well as up here. So we've got a Dark Elixir storage here. Both the sweepers are pointing down. And look at this, all the dragons have been released now to come down into the base and hopefully straight through to this drill. Now we only need one dragon to lock onto the drill. Most of the dragons are going to be used as funneling troops. So we've got a dragon going in now. As soon as this dragon in the middle, this dragon gets rid of that expo, it's going to target that Dark Elixir drill, and that's all we need. So I'm still holding on to two dragons. I've got them all going on this right hand side here. And we have a Archer Queen dealing with our dragons over here. So I put my rage spell down, maybe a little bit too far down to help the dragon take out the Archer Queen. As soon as it did that, it locked on and took out all that Dark Elixir. And now the only thing I was trying to do is pull out and grab the final Dark Elixir from this drill. But, you know, the Town Hall 9 defenses overpowered my baby king, who is now level 2, by the way. And this is kind of where the attack died because there's no way that those dragons are going to be able to do anything else on this base. So if we go ahead and speed on through the rest, guys, the dragons get shot down. We didn't get a lot of gold or elixir, but our Dark Elixir grab for Town Hall 7 was 2,762. That happens to be a lot of our storage. And as you can see, guys, we've got 20,000 Dark Elixir in our storage. We get a full storage. We get a boosted Dark Elixir drill because of the 1 gem boosts that are happening right now, because of the 4th birthday for Clash of Clans. But anyway, so the reason for the purpose for this episode was to show you guys how easy it is to get Dark Elixir as a Town Hall 7 using Mass Dragon. But the first thing you need to do is finish all of your elixir upgrades first. Your barracks, Dark Barracks, Spell Factory, whatever needs an upgrade. I'm not sure if Spell Factory does, but just make sure you don't need any elixir and be careful what you attack. So right now, we need to start this hog going to level 2. We got 20,000 Dark Elixir. That's kind of the whole point of my farming this Dark Elixir, is to get this hog going. So 20,000 Dark Elixir, 8 days, and hogs level 2 are the bomb. They really are, and that's when the fun's gonna start. So if the next episode comes out before it's done, Then it'll be about maxing our gold in our walls. If the hogs are done by the time we do our next video, we'll be covering war attacks with mass hog. So let's do this 20,000 dark elixir upgrade right here and right now. That's full storages. We're going to go from 20,000 100% to 0. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, bam! All right, yes. Okay, so we're going to become a true Town Hall 7 now because Mass Dragon as a Town Hall 7 is great, but it's not the recommended attack strategy for war. So let's go out. Let's do a live dragon raid unless I fail miserably. If I do, then I will show you another replay, but I've got a full dragon army. We've got my rage spells and my king. Let's go out and find a base. Check this out, guys. This is exactly the kind of base I've been looking for. About 800 Dark Elixir is about the average, and at least 300,000 Elixir to cover the dragons, as far as the Elixir cost is concerned. So we want to come in the opposite direction from the sweeper. So the sweeper's pointing down, so we're going to come from the north. There's also all of our air defenses in the core. So we're going to pull out both of these corners up here, one at a time. So we'll drop a dragon on that elixir collector and that elixir collector. We're going to respond to the direction they go because we want to force the main army into the core. So they're both going to start working on the other external buildings. So let's go ahead and start this central main kill squad, if you will. I'm also going to supplement our funnelers to take on the main, like the outside buildings. And then we're going to send the rest of our dragons into the core. And then we're also going to rage them. It looks like they're going to go off track, but then they'll come back. So that works. So I'm going to rage the dragons, and then I'm going to also rage this group as well once they get within range of the Dark Elixir. So there we go. That is that. We're probably not going to use another rage spell because we're pretty much going to grab everything we want to grab. The problem now is the Town Hall has a ton of HP. It's slowing down our dragons, but looks like our dragons are going to lock on and take out both of the air defenses. Well, hopefully. Come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, that one air defense might survive. I don't want to drop another rage because I don't really need to. Look at this, guys. Bam, that was clutch. Okay, so now the only things that can target our dragons are archer towers, and they really don't do a whole lot of damage. So I think that we're going to 3-star this base. I'm going to go ahead and drop my king down here to get this last dark elixir from the drill. There's really no reason to drop the king. In fact, as a Town Hall 7 with Mass Dragon, the king is almost completely useless, which is good because then you can upgrade him whenever you want to. But we're getting, basically, we're going to 3-star this base while saving a rage spell. A beautiful example of what to do with dragons. You want to sacrifice a few, if you will, to force the main army into the core. And I actually dropped my main army maybe a good 10 or 20 seconds too early. But it ended up working out. I mean, we got 100% of the base. We ended up with over 300,000 elixir and 823 dark elixir. That's a beautiful raid for Town Hall 7. I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys another replay and then possibly do another live attack, and then we're going to call this a day with a few upgrades. So let's go back to base. I'm going to make sure my barracks and everything are updated with a full queue there. There we go. And we got 5 minutes. So let's go in and watch another 3-star. Most of them have been 3 stars. Some of them not so much. So I've had some crazy loots, but most of them were a while back. Here is a 407,000 gold on the elixir grab. This is a Town Hall 8, probably not dead, but it's boosted just like our base, and it ends up giving people lots of loot. So we got full collectors and mines, and we're going to funnel everything on the outside. Basically funnel out the left and the right, and then send everybody through the core. Now we don't 3-star this base, and we're not even really trying to. We're trying to get the drills, and I was also trying to get all this elixir out of these collectors. So those dragons and the king up there are left to their own. I missed this gold mine because I was too excited about getting the dark elixir storage. So I'm just lining up my dragons to go in. I'll rage them, and we'll get in here and we'll grab this dark elixir storage. So dragons working on that corner building down there. Rage on top of the dark elixir storage because that is obviously the main priority in this raid. We already got most of the elixir, and we're going to miss a little bit of the gold. But in general, guys, because we knew that there wasn't really anything in the core that we needed, we didn't stress about the 3-star. We probably could have possibly gotten the 3-star, but that wasn't the priority. The priority was get all the loot. So we got a huge group group of dragons. I could have raged the dragons and taken out the air defense and stuff, but like I said, it really wasn't worth it. I'm trying to farm up all gold elixir, dark elixir. So saving troops, saving spells, everything is very important to me. So the last dragon is here and it gets shot down pretty quickly by that air defense. But we locked on to over 800,000 gold in elixir plus our dark elixir, which ended up being about 1,200. And if I run into more than 1,000 as a Tunnel 7 rating, I'm pretty excited. So, loving the Masked Dragon, guys. Grabbing Dark Elixir Tunnel 7, it almost feels like it's wrong. It almost feels like it's cheating because all I gotta do is drop the dragons. You gotta know a little bit about funneling, but it's so easy and it's fun. I'm actually enjoying myself down here in the Gold Leagues. Let's see. We've got a couple more minutes before the dragons are ready. We'll go out and do another live raid and then do some upgrades. I've got 2 minutes to wait, so I'll be back with you guys in just a moment, and we're gonna wreck a base in the face. Okay, here is a Town Hall 8, and generally I like to avoid Town Hall 8s, but the only thing is we can get our dragons into this base, guys, and the only reason why we can is because Jason Isbell has put his sweeper way up here. And I'm not going for the 3-star. I'm just going to put all of my dragons in the core. We're going to get both of those drills and that storage. So, first thing I want to do is pull out the corner building. Second thing is I'm going to make sure and funnel everything into the core. There's a lot of junk over there, so let's go ahead and take out those corner buildings. The air defenses are going to be a problem, so I'm going to send most of my dragons in from this right-hand side. I'll go ahead and put my king down on that builder's hut just to make sure we don't let any of our dragons get distracted. I doubt they would, though. But let's drop another dragon over here just to make sure everything goes into the core. And then I'm going to send all of my dragons in from there. So let's rage them down. That's one group. And let's, what are we going to do? Let's drop another rage there as well. So we got the whole area raged, and I believe we're going to have plenty of dragons into the core to take on the Dark Elixir storage. We've got both the drills. And now what would be nice, and it would be nice, it's not necessary, is to grab that Town Hall because there is Dark Elixir in that Town Hall. But I don't think we're going to. I'm not going to bother dropping the third rage. I like saving a rage if I can. All the dragons are doing their thing. The last ones are surviving up here, getting shot down by air defenses. But that was okay. That was perfect. They went straight in, they got that Dark Elixir, and then they got out. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. And it was quick. I mean, the whole entire raid only took us about a minute and 30 seconds, just under that. So beautiful. Unfortunately, our king died, but we did lock on to nearly 2,000 Dark Elixir with our max dragon, which is beautiful. Did I say max? I meant mass. Our mass dragon is a beautiful attack strategy for Dark Elixir. Maybe a little bit wasteful on the elixir, but we don't have any uses for elixir. So no big deal, right? Anyway, how are we doing on our time and our boost? I think what I want to do, I have time for one more boost. So I'm going to wait until this is done. And then we're going to go back out and do one more live raid and then do stuff. So give me a second. Okay, wow, I just found this base and it's going to be a beautiful attack. I hope and I pray. So the Dark Elixir is on the outside of the base, but we want to get gold and elixir. So we're going to attack this base as if it was a war attack. So I think this is a max Town Hall 7. So what we'll do is we'll come from the sweeper blind, which means he's pointing up. We're going to come from the bottom, and we're going to come directly at both of these air defenses. So the first thing I want to take out is this army camp and this elixir collector. We're going to send everything up from about here once we decide that that is what needs to happen. So we'll lay down these dragons, put one on the outskirts, and then put 2 more there. And then I'm going to rage them down here and here. Now that should do it, and I'm willing to spam this third rage spell if I need to. I'm afraid I didn't funnel that very well, so hopefully we can get all of our dragons to go do their thing. Looks like a clan castle dragon to deal with, and that is so funny. Let's rage down these dragons. Hopefully they go through the town hall. Those dragons all over here got pulled over by the enemy king. You got to be careful with that enemy king. He will distract your dragons like no other. Now, we need to get through this clan castle, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it in time. So, I think we're going to miss out on getting the 3-star, and it was all because of that clan castle. I think that enemy king and also the enemy dragon, both of them really distracted the troops and ended up costing us 3-star. We lost a lot of elixir up here. I didn't even see that, but we got a few more collectors and mines over here. Hopefully we can grab before the raid is over. I mean, we're either gonna run out of time, which doesn't look likely, or our dragons are gonna get shot down, one or the other. So we did okay though. We locked onto all of the dark elixir. We locked onto most of the gold and just a little less elixir, and I'm still satisfied with the raid. The 3-star didn't really matter all that much to me. I suppose I could have been a little bit more watchful for the funneling of the dragons on that bottom right hand side next to the dark elixir storage, but like I said, guys, it turned out fine. No big deal whatsoever. That dragon does get shot down before he gets that shot off on the gold mine, and we still locked on to 450,000 gold and 385,000 elixir with 1,400 dark elixir. What a beautiful raid and a great way to finish off that boost. So let's go back to base. We got our progress base up. Let me collect this right quick, and then we're going to start the Tesla at, this is a level 2 Tesla. You get 3 upgrades. This is a tunnel 7, 1.5 million gold. But before we do that, we need to do a few walls. I've got 1.5 million gold to spare. And what's in my treasury? That's always a good question. I got a pretty decent amount of gold there too. So let's see how many walls we can do. Let's select that. We cannot do that much. We have to do about 1.8 million. So let's pull out a few more. See if we can do this. 1.8 million. Perfect. Okay. So whoa. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going, dude? Okay, so we're gonna do a pretty good group of walls. This is 9 walls that we're doing from 6 to 7, starting that process to maxing our Town Hall 7 base. So 1.8 million gold in 3, 2, 1, bam! Sweet. Okay, so we needed to continue holding on to some gold for some more upgrades. This Tesla is going to level 3 now. 1.5 million gold in 3, 2, 1, bam. Sick. Okay, so they're gonna, this one's gonna be level 3, I believe. That is the max level for a Town Hall 7 Tesla. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy over to there. That's his designated spot. Also, this wizard tower will be max, so I can go ahead and move him over, and he can hang out with his friend. There we go. Where are the rest of your friends? Oh, they're over here. That's okay. You can hang out here with the wizards. And then lastly, the sweeper. I believe level 3 is the max level for the sweeper, but because I'm not entirely sure, I'm gonna leave him right there. And these are the last buildings that need to be upgraded, aside from one more thing in the laboratory, the balloons, which I will do in 8 days, and then also the king going to level 5. That's gonna take a little while as well. So, and the walls, obviously. So that is it for today's Let's Play. I apologize for not getting these episodes out quicker, but like I said, it's either Barch or Dragons, that's it. So it's not all that interesting. But if I do another episode before these hogs are done, I will do another gold farming video or Dark Elixir for the King. Or if I don't get to do that, and it's not until the hogs are done, will I do a war attack for the Let's Play. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't joined the Klaus family. You broke 5,000 subscribers a few days ago. It was amazing. You guys are awesome, and I will see y'all again next time. Love you guys. Peace.